welcome you to the Ebbw Vale works. Ebbw Vale, as you know, has been making iron going back to the late 18th century.
Ebbw Vale Steelworks Museum was first opened on the 5th of October 2008 in a bid to showcase our small valley's history. It has numerous documents dating back to the 17th century, not to mention the copious amounts of books, catalogues, paper cuttings, furniture, paintings, artefacts and commemorative pieces. This small treasure trove is a hidden gem in the heart of the Welsh valleys and aims to preserve our history like a time capsule which is fully accessible to the locals who wish to relive or remember some small part of their lives, and also for the youth of today who would like to learn more about the history of their local area. The steelworks opened in 1780 as a steel mill. It then became one of the largest steel mills by the late 1930s. In 1948, the plant was producing 600,000 tonnes of rolled steel annually, and it became one of the biggest steel plants in Europe. In the late 1970s, the steel mill was redeveloped as a specialised tin plate works. The steelworks was then closed in 2002 and was redeveloped into the steelworks general offices in 2011. The steelworks were demolished after its closing in 2002. The site was then named the Works, and the works went under a £350 million regeneration project in 2007, which later became what we see it to be now. The opening hours of the museum is from 10 AM until 4:30 PM, Monday to Friday, and the museum is held within the general offices. Queen Elizabeth officially opened the general offices on the 3rd of May 2012 as part of her Diamond Jubilee celebrations.
Earlier today, the Queen officially opened the general offices of the former steelworks. It's now a genealogy and family history centre which houses the Gwent Archives and the Steelworks Archive Trust.
There are a large number of volunteers who work at the museum and dedicate their time to ensure that the visitors have a good experience during their visit here.
There's a vast amount of information here. Photographic information, we got a photographic collection of perhaps runs about 100,000 photographs. So you can imagine, and they're all in these boxes that we got behind us. But there's plans of the plant. There's where photographs from when they're building it. There's photographs of everything to do with the plant.
I worked in here in the steelworks for 44 years. I felt that the steelworks was part of my life, and fortunately enough we were able to obtain a lot of information and a lot of records from the works. A lot of the volunteers here are ex-steelworkers, and who I know quite well, and the comradeship here is second to none. It's a lovely atmosphere to work in.
Because this building is 100 years old this year, so if we weren't doing it, all that knowledge would be just lost. So younger generations that come here, at least they know the history of the works and this building.
The man just came in now, old chap from Gilwan. He said, I worked in the open hearth. So we got the appropriate box out for him, and he sat in next door, looking through the photographs of the open hearth, explaining to his daughter where he worked and how he worked, and you know, how the place worked. I love it. Who am I to tell the younger generation what to do? I grew up in a time which was absolutely fantastic. I think the changes I've seen in my lifetime. The younger generation got to take it the next step forward and make of it what they want. You know, I'm all in favour of progress, you know, but I don't want to forget the past either.